Known as San Diego's sustainable chef, Chef Jeremy Manley is back on Big Blend Radio today to teach us how to make his chicken satay recipe with peanut sauce. Apparently it's from Southeast Asia, like, Indonesia region, Thailand.
Nice.
It's all about grilled meat.
And peanuts.
Yes, well, not always with that kind of sauce, but hey, peanut sauce is good. Chef Jeremy is the owner of Jeremy's on the Hill, California style bistro in Julian, San Diego's mountain paradise. Check it out. Go to jeremysonthehill.com. He's got a lot of recipe videos on there. And of course, we feature his recipes in Big Blend Radio and TV magazine, including this one. You can go to blendradioandtv.com. You'll see him in our expert department, and you can see his recipes, listen to interviews as well. Welcome back, Chef Jeremy. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. Glad to be on the show again.
Yeah, so chicken satay. Am I saying that correctly? Satay?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I'm, I did grow up in San Diego, so to this day I still pronounce it chicken satay, but I have been corrected a few times, and I do believe how you're saying it is right.
Okay, now this is interesting because from what I've seen on satay, that it's on a stick or like in a kebab, but it's really about the meat being, how it had cooked and having the sauce, right?
It is, yeah. So it's like, it's funny for those of you listening, we were just discussing earlier the origins of satay and what it means. And yeah, it's a meat. So we've done a variation of this dish where instead of using a protein from an animal, we've done it using tofu before, where we've like marinated the tofu in our house-made ponzu sauce, and then we dredge it in cornstarch and cook it off. So with that, tofu is a protein. So I think about it from a molding creative point is instead of thinking of it as a meat, I think of it more as just a form of protein that could be served as an appetizer or accompanied to an entree.
Oh, right on. So now with this one, that we're going to use chicken, and it's really nice and clean. So is this kind of like, I know you're doing the peanut sauce with this, and that's got a little Asian chili sauce in that. That's going to be good.
I like that combination.
Yeah, I know, right? But is this kind of got like the marinade for the chicken? Is this kind of like your ponzu sauce that you use for the Brussels sprouts? Everyone, go check that recipe out. You're famous for your Brussels sprouts.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
He's famous for his sprouts.
You're the only person that can get people to eat Brussels sprouts.
That's true. People go up the mountain just for sprouts.
I know, and I would never think when you said here, I'm like, I'm not doing it, but I love them.
Yeah, Nancy has to have her cruciferous plants.
My what?
Cruciferous.
Cruciferous?
It's the category that Brussels sprouts fall into, because Brussels sprouts are related to cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower.
Okay, so let's get back to the marinade for the chicken. So is it the same kind of thing with the Brussels sprouts?
To a degree, we do use some, you can use soy sauce if you wanted to. I love ponzu sauce because it's a citrus-based soy sauce. And then we add some other ingredients to it as well. Feel free to go on the website and check it out. But we, it's such a clean, simple, easy dish. It's one of the things I love about Asian ingredients or Asian recipes in general is that 90% of the basic food that is served in Chinese cuisine, it's like 5 or 8 ingredients, and they all taste so fresh. And I don't know if that's because as a Westerner, I'm not accustomed to mixing ginger, garlic, and curry powder together, or using cilantro and accepting its flavor in something other than Mexican food. But the combination with the Asian ingredients is, I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's just something that, this is something that's created in your mouth. It's like a synergy that just alivens the taste buds.
It's
so this
your
is kind of
umami.
Yeah. So this is kind of like my version of eating out at different Oriental restaurants and then coming up with something and using what ingredients I have in my repertoire and just creating it. And the marinade's great. You can use it for chicken, you can use it for fish, you can use it for beef. It's a very versatile marinade.
So what you start with 4 pounds of chicken breasts or thighs, you said, clean but no fat, and you cut it into 1/4 inch by 2 inches? So
correct.
Like strips. Okay. And then you're going to put it in the marinade, and you say you're going to and I'll go over the ingredients, everyone, in a second here, but you keep the pieces of chicken in marinade for 45 minutes?
Correct.
Okay, and then when you do that, are you keeping it in the fridge, or does it matter?
If you're going to eat it right away, you could keep it. You can leave it out on the counter, which actually helps. When you cook food that's at room temperature, it cooks more evenly, and it's just a more nice. I can't talk today. It's a nicer finished product that comes out of the pan because it's better for, like I said, even cooking.
Cool. And then, so now this is what you have for your marinade. You've got 4 garlic cloves, a 1/4 cup of minced ginger, a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of soy sauce or tamari sauce.
Tamari is a gluten-free soy sauce. So it's good for people who have celiac or who are more conscientious about their intake on gluten. Tamari is a Japanese soy sauce.
Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. And then you have 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, yummy. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. See, the brown sugar with the soy does a thingy. That's really cool. And then a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of lime juice. With the garlic cloves, is that minced up too?
It's minced, or you can just go ahead and crush them. It's more for aromatic flavor. I like to use the side of my knife and just kind of crush the clove and chop it a couple times and then throw it in there. That way it just kind of breaks up the surface area of the clove of garlic and kind of infuses the flavor of the soy sauce as the base. Okay.
So you've got all your ingredients, you put your chicken in for 45 minutes, and then, so the peanut sauce, that's really for the topping of the chicken, right? And
yes.
So let's talk about that. So you're making that while your chicken is in the marinade. The marinade and chicken. The chicken. Uh-oh. I know, right? Okay, so the peanut sauce, now you're using creamy peanut butter. So we're not allowed to use the chunky? Come on.
You can use chunky. There's nothing wrong with chunky, but when you're using the chicken and you're macerating and marinating how we are, it softens the flavor of the chicken. And why I like the smooth peanut butter is when you dip this recipe into a smooth peanut sauce, it just kind of complements the chicken. So some flavors when you go out to eat or with creative dishes, you want crunchy and you want soft. But I always thought of a chicken satay as, you have a nice, tender piece of chicken and then a nice peanut sauce that's really light to go with it.
Nice. So yeah, your sauce, you got, the peanut butter, you got a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of Asian chili sauce. Yum.
Stuff's
back
magic.
To more brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1/4 cup and 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So it's kind of similar to the soy sauce that you're doing, the marinades. It's similar. You've got similar ingredients. So this is really cool. You got lime juice, you got tamari or soy sauce again, and water. So the peanut sauce is pretty cool. So that kind of now the flavors all blend together. I like the word blend.
And it's a great word. There's this magazine. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I know those people.
That's my favorite magazine.
They're crazy.
I heard they have a talking monkey named Priscilla.
They do. Yeah, she's a little pink little crazy thing. Yes, she likes to swing from the rafters. But anyway.
Yeah. And then what else is great about this is for this recipe, I did use brown sugar because we do get honey allergies who come in every once in a while. But if you're looking for a way to kind of step up or use a different kind of sugar or a different kind of sweetener, honey is good. Agave would work. Brown sugar it is a more traditional accompaniment that goes with the dish, but feel free to swap it out. Like I was saying earlier when we were talking about the word satay as being, instead of thinking of it as a meat, if you think of it as a protein, then you could supplement other products like we referenced earlier, tofu, in place of meat. And then if you go down a recipe list and you see brown sugar, but you don't want to eat brown sugar, then just think about that as a sweetener and supplement it with something else that you would add at home or that you have in your pantry that would be a sweetener. And what's great about a recipe like this versus a baking recipe is there's a lot of room for playing and variables and changing. It doesn't have to be precise. So if instead of adding 2 teaspoons of red chili paste or chili powder or Thai chili, just substitute something that would have a similar flavor profile and put that in its place and try it out. One of the best things about getting to cook in a restaurant is, you have an opportunity where we have a standard itemized recipe, but if we're short on minced garlic, what do we use? Like, oh, we have granulated garlic. Let's try that. So there's a lot of things, the more you get comfortable with your pantry and with the ingredients that you're working with, that you could start playing around and substituting to not only enhance the dining experience, but change it up every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Get creative with it, and especially when you start getting into the different peppers and chili peppers. And we have our own little jalapenos that we used in our chili the other day, and it was so good.
Yum.
Just to have your own fresh chilies, yum. They were really good.
Have you ever had a shishito pepper?
No.
So shishito pepper is, I believe it's from Japan, but it's almost like the Russian roulette of peppers. 1 in 10 are spicy. Wow. You can grill them or you could saute them, and you eat them. And it's kind of, for me, it's a fun game because you never know which one you're about to eat that's going to be spicy. So it's just it's just one of those things where it's kind of fun to put in your mouth and like, is this a spicy one? And it's like, oh, I won. And then it's like, you do the next one, and it's like, oh God, that one's hot.
That's funny.
Hey,
I wonder what makes the difference for the pepper, like how one becomes spicier than the other.
It's going to be in the seeds, maybe. I don't know. No, in the genes. It's the pepper genes.
Yeah, maybe it's like, if a man and a woman, or like their genes show that they're going to have 9 boys and 1 girl, maybe that, that spicy one's the one girl. I don't know.
Well, it's like cats. One mother can have like different cat. Like, you remember our little 2 cats, Morris and Athena? He was this, big gray Siamese, and then Athena was a little calico cat. And like and she was tiny, and he was a big, he was a big boy.
27 pounds.
Yeah. And so it was like,
I know. It was like, dude, are you sure you're a cat?
I know. But how can they be brother and sister? And then their other sister, Buttercup, was like this, golden Siamese kind of butter. It was like a butter, it was like a buttermilk toffee colored cat.
You are not the father.
No. Dude, what did you do? Like, I don't know.
How did we go from peppers to you're not?
I don't know. Who's your daddy? All right, I'm going back to the peanut sauce. So now you're going to take all these ingredients and then you're sautéing them together, right? And that's where the water helps.
Yeah, or you just put them inside of like a pot and just bring it up over a slow flame. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're just pretty much, you want to mix all the ingredients together and allow them to blend and like emulsify. So by heating them up, you're pretty much like, the peanut butter is going to be thick, and then like if we leave it out at room temperature, it's gonna be a little less hard to work with than it is if it's straight from your walk-in or your refrigerator at home. So kind of the same thing. It's like you're just heating these up on the stove to kind of allow all your ingredients to kind of blend together and warm together and mesh together and emulsify together.
Okay. So the sauce is not cooked. It's the chicken that's cooked. The sauce is just mixed together.
Well, it's mixed together and cooked, but it's not sautéed. That might have just been me on my first cup of coffee. And I'm
would you like another one?
I'm almost there. I'm firing on 6 of my 8 cylinders right now in my brain.
Okay. Well, now come on. Vroom, vroom. All right. So now the chicken, you're going to do that on a you say medium flame, and you cook that until it's golden, and then you add sesame seeds?
Yeah, you could add it just for it just helps the plate presentation and adds a little texture in there without, again, taking away from the soft texture of the marinated chicken or protein.
Cool.
Yeah. And,
so this, go ahead.
I was going to say that the chicken satay recipe, if you wanted to leave out the peanut sauce, you can make a salad. Like, you can mix crunchy noodles with shredded Napa cabbage, and you can just, saute, create this chicken satay recipe and just garnish your salad with that. That would be another nice twist on the recipe.
Ooh, that sounds good. I like that.
Yeah. So there's, again, it's like when you look at, recipes that have 2 different outlets, where it's like you have a marinade and you're cooking a protein, and then you're also having a marinade and cooking a sauce. You could, you can mix it up. Like, you can use that peanut sauce recipe for spring rolls. You can use it for, you can get really crazy and do like a twisted peanut butter and jelly. I don't know how that would work, but it probably tastes pretty good.
I feel like we need coconut.
Ooh.
in there.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah.
put the
like
lime in the coconut.
That's right.
Drink it all
And
down.
get some rum, and there you go.
All right, I like it. I like it. Yeah. With this though, wouldn't a nice light white wine go with this? Like even I'm almost feeling like a rosé would go with it. It just seems like a nice light kind of dish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like if it's date night, this would be a good one.
Yeah, if I was gonna go, I'd probably do like a more acidic white wine. Like I would do like a Pinot Gris versus a Pinot Grigio. Like a Pinot Grigio has a higher sugar content, so it's from the same grape. You have a Pinot Gris and a Pinot Grigio, but a Pinot Grigio, it's left on the vine longer, so the grapes have a higher Brix, which is how vintners measure sugar content, versus a Pinot Gris where they pick it at a less degree of Brix, so it has, as I said, less sugar. Then you get more of an acidic taste to it. Still goes down nice, but I think that would be an acidic wine such as a Pinot Gris would really go with this dish well.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so there it is, everybody. How to make chicken satay, and you can go to blendradioandtv.com for the recipe. It's also up on jeremysonthehill.com and featured in the November through January issue of Big Blend Radio and TV magazine. And of course, again, like I said, go to jeremysonthehill.com and sign up for the newsletter. You guys give a gift certificate every month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we do,
one of the subscribers get picked out of the hat and get to go and have $25 worth of munchies like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. I love it. The last month's winner, she sent me an Instagram message with her gift certificate that she won. So it's true. We actually do give out gift certificates for our monthly drawing.
That's it. And good for the holidays. Just saying.
Yeah.
In San Diego, man. Jeremy's on the Hill. Definitely, you're going up to the mountains. You've got to stop by. And you guys are open even over the holidays. You know, you guys are open. Do you ever close?
We do from 10 p.m. at night until about 6 a.m. in the morning. And the reason, well, we tried to. Yeah, we need to sleep, but we tried to do a. It's like from a business point of view, it's like we have these fixed costs that are always there. So I started to think like, how do we occupy the building from 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. because we're a lunch and dinner restaurant. So we took on the farm to school program. And then when after that, I was like, all right, how do we occupy the building from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m.? And we were trying to do a test kitchen and rent it out as a commissary. And the health department came in and they were like, this is a really great idea, but, the amount of volume that you guys are producing, we don't think it would be a good idea to keep running and opening up another business inside of this other business that has two other businesses going.
You mean you have red tape? That's what happens to businesses. Red tape
it's
central.
Yeah.
But I know
you
would like to be 24/7. I think, every business person would love that. But your kitchen has to sleep sometimes.
Yes.
Even the stoves. They want to,
what I'm told.
like, let us sleep, Jeremy. And everybody, thank you for joining us here on Big Blend Radio. Thank you, Chef Jeremy. You can keep up with our shows. Just go to bigblendradio.com. Now I need more coffee. Here's a beautiful song. We're going to close with the song Lotus Blossom from our friends Michael and Spider. It's beautiful. It just kind of goes with that whole feeling. It's a beautiful piece of music to listen to while you enjoy your chicken satay with some Pinot Gris. Sounds good to me.
And roasted coconut.
And she wants some coconut. There you go. All right. Thanks so much, Chef Jeremy.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah.